Hello and welcome to this episode of How to Pronounce English Idioms. Today we're looking at the idiom to keep your finger on the pulse. So we'll begin by looking at the meaning of this idiom, and then we'll focus very carefully on some features of pronunciation, and then we'll have some examples to finish. So thinking about this idiom then, to keep your finger on the pulse. The meaning from the Cambridge Online Dictionary is to be or remain completely aware of what's happening in a situation. So thinking about how to pronounce this idiom then, there are 4 things that we can notice about how to pronounce it in a natural and connected way. Bearing in mind that I'm a British speaker of English, so that's the perspective I'm coming from here. And we love the schwa sound. So potentially you would begin this, instead of saying to, by using that weak form to keep. There's also another possible weak form with the word your, and there's a tiny r in the phonemic script there. That would depend on what word comes next. For me, to keep your finger. So we don't even need that tiny r because the word finger begins with an F. So your finger. It's very natural, very relaxed, very British. The linking R. We've got finger and then on. Now if you go to the dictionary and check the word finger, there'll be one of those tiny R's. And the function of that R is to link if we've got a word that follows that begins with a vowel, like the word on. So if I'm connecting my speech, if I'm speaking quickly, instead of saying finger on, that little r shape happens. Finger on. And finally, we've got the weak form of the, which when it's in its weak form would be the, and the reason that we're pronouncing it as a weak form is because the word pulse begins with a consonant p. So the pulse. So if we string all of this together, to keep your finger on the pulse, to keep your finger on, to keep your finger on the pulse. So let's look at a couple of examples then just to finish off. Susie keeps her finger on the pulse of fashion. When it comes to investments, I like to keep my finger on the pulse. So I hope you found that useful. If you did, feel free to click subscribe. Check out the playlist. There are lots of other idioms for you to play around with and enjoy. You could hit the like button if you wish. Feel free to leave any requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching and have a great day.